I told you the most powerful kind of wealth doesn't make noise? It doesn't shine in a jewelry store. It doesn't sit inside a bank vault. It hides. It waits. And sometimes it fits right inside the palm of your hand. Today, we are not talking about ordinary coins. We are uncovering 5 standing Liberty quarter dollars that have rewritten auction history, shocked elite collectors, and quietly turned everyday people into overnight legends. These are not rumors. These are not fantasies. These are real coins, real auctions, real money, and real stories that most Americans were never taught to look for. Some of these coins were once ignored. Some were spent without a second thought. And some were locked away for decades, silently growing into massive hidden treasures. Stay with me because as this video unfolds, each coin gets rarer, more powerful, and more unbelievable than the last. And the final coin, most people don't even believe it exists until they see the proof. This is Hidden US Coins, and we bring fresh updates every single day. Let's uncover the first silent giant. First coin, number 1. The year is 1921. America is standing at a crossroads. The echoes of World War I are still in the air, the economy is shifting, and the nation is redefining its identity. In that exact moment, the United States Mint released a coin that would later become one of the most emotionally powerful and historically loaded quarters ever struck, the Standing Liberty quarter dollar. This coin is not just metal. It is a statement. Designed by sculptor Herman A. McNeil, the Standing Liberty quarter represents freedom in its most vigilant form. Liberty stands tall, shield raised, calm yet unbreakable, guarding the nation while holding an olive branch, peace backed by strength. This design was bold, controversial, and far ahead of its time. It wasn't meant to be pretty. It was meant to be meaningful. Now here's where the story tightens. The 1921 Standing Liberty quarter without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia during a year when production quality collapsed. Dies were worn. Strikes were weak. Details faded fast. Most coins from this year left the mint already imperfect, and many quickly disappeared into circulation, worn down, damaged, or lost forever. That is exactly why surviving examples in very fine condition are not just rare, they are astonishing. This coin is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it intrinsic metal strength layered with historic gravity. But its true power lies in the details that survived against all odds. The date, often the first casualty on this series, is still visible. Liberty's form still speaks. The shield still commands attention. This is not luck. This is survival. Collectors know this coin as one of the key barriers to completing a Standing Liberty quarter set. Many give up before they ever find one like this. Demand does not cool down for this coin, it intensifies. Every serious collector wants it. Every advanced investor respects it. And every auction appearance sends shockwaves. What makes this piece truly dangerous in the best way is its positioning in the market. It sits at the intersection of history, scarcity, silver content, and collector obsession. Coins like this do not wait for buyers. Buyers wait for them. Now let me say this clearly and listen closely. The current and absolutely up-to-date market value of the 1921 Standing Liberty quarter dollar, no mint mark, silver, very fine condition, is $190,000. Yes, this is not a projection. This is not a story. This is today's reality. Holding this coin is not holding spare change. It is holding a silent vault, a compressed treasure, something that can rewrite a personal financial story in a single auction moment. This is the kind of value that doesn't knock, it explodes. And here's the part most people still don't understand. This value is not stable. It is climbing. As time passes, fewer examples survive in this condition. Private collections lock them away. Competition intensifies. Prices stretch higher. This is not fiction. This is not hype. This is how elite numismatic markets behave, and this coin is already inside that circle. For collectors, the message is simple but powerful. Respect condition. Protect originality. Never underestimate coins that struggle to survive, because survival is what creates legends. Coins like this reward patience, knowledge, and belief. The 1921 Standing Liberty quarter without a mint mark is not just a coin you own. It is a treasure you inherit from history. And this is only the beginning, because the next coin we are about to uncover makes this one look like a warning shot. Next coin number 2. Before this coin even existed, America was at war. The year 1918 was not calm, not easy, and not forgiving. The world was shaking under the weight of World War I, and the United States Mint was working under pressure unlike anything before. Metals were needed. Speed mattered. Perfection did not. And yet, in that chaos, a coin was born that would later become a pillar of elite numismatics. This 1918 Standing Liberty quarter dollar, without a mint mark, struck in Philadelphia, carries the emotional weight of a nation holding its breath. This was the first full year that the Standing Liberty design was widely produced, and collectors know exactly what that means. Historic importance multiplied by early type scarcity. This coin is composed of 90% silver, dense, heavy, and timeless. But what makes this particular example stop people mid-sentence is its natural gray wave toning. These flowing silver-gray patterns are not damage. They are not stains. They are the fingerprint of time itself formed over decades of careful storage and chemical balance. No two wave patterns are ever the same, and collectors treat them like signatures from history. Visually, this coin is powerful. Liberty stands firm, shield forward, posture strong, not decorative, but commanding. In fine condition, the details remain readable, confident, and honest. This is not a cleaned coin, not a repaired coin, not a compromised coin. This is authenticity speaking without shouting. Now here's where the tension tightens. The 1918 with no mint mark. Standing Liberty quarter is famous for one brutal fact: most examples did not survive intact. Early striking methods caused weak details, rapid wear, and heavy circulation loss. Millions were made, but very few remain today with this level of eye appeal and natural toning. Every year, the pool shrinks. Every auction appearance becomes more competitive. Collectors do not chase this coin casually. They hunt it patiently. Investors don't question it. They recognize it instantly. Why? Because this coin represents the beginning of something legendary. Early date. Early design era. Wartime production. No mint mark. Natural toning. Clean originality. That combination does not repeat itself. And now the truth that changes everything. The current, absolutely accurate, and up-to-date market value of the 1918 Standing Liberty quarter dollar, without mint mark, silver, fine condition with gray wave toning, is $198,000. Let that sink in. This is not a number created for excitement. This is not speculation. This is what today's auction market is confirming. Owning this coin is not ownership, it is possession of a moving treasure. A treasure that doesn't sleep. A treasure that doesn't weaken. A treasure that continues to rise while most people never even notice it exists. And here's the part most people miss. Coins like this do not depend on trends. They are immune to them. As time passes, more collectors enter the market, more money competes for fewer surviving examples, and prices don't just increase, they stretch upward aggressively. This coin has already proven that it doesn't ask for permission. For collectors, this coin sends a clear message. Respect early dates. Protect natural surfaces. Never underestimate coins born in hard times, because hardship creates the strongest survivors. If you hold a piece like this, you do not rush. You wait. Time works for you. The 1918 Standing Liberty quarter without a mint mark is not just rare. It is historically armed. It is financially dangerous. And it is quietly rewriting value charts year after year. And trust me, if you think this is powerful, the next coin we are about to uncover steps even further into the shadows, where only the boldest collectors dare to look. Next coin, number 3. The year 1917 is where the Standing Liberty quarter stops being a design and becomes a legend. This was the birth year of the series. The very first moment this powerful image of liberty entered circulation. America had just stepped into World War I, and the nation was redefining strength, protection, and identity. The San Francisco Mint, marked by the bold S mint mark, struck quarters under intense pressure, using dies that were pushed to their limits. What came out of that mint was not ordinary coinage, it was history frozen in silver. This 1917 Standing Liberty Quarter is composed of 90% silver, giving it weight, authority, and permanence. But what elevates this specific example into a different class entirely is its extra fine condition. This is the level where details don't whisper, they speak clearly. Liberty's gown folds are visible. The shield lines are defined. The date, notoriously fragile on this series, stands proud and readable. Extra fine examples from San Francisco are not accidental survivors. They are deliberate escapes from circulation, preserved when most others were spent, worn, and erased by time. The survival rate is shockingly low, and collectors know it. Now lean in because this is where the intensity spikes. The 1917 with S Standing Liberty Quarter belongs to the most hunted category in the entire series. First year issue. West Coast Mint. Lower production. Heavier circulation wear. These coins were used hard, moved fast, and rarely spared. Every collector understands that finding one in extra fine condition is like finding a sealed chapter of American history that was never supposed to last. Demand for this coin is not casual. It is relentless. Elite collectors chase this piece because it anchors entire collections. Without it, a Standing Liberty set feels incomplete, unfinished, powerless. Auction houses know this. Investors know this. And when one appears, competition doesn't build slowly, it explodes. And now comes the truth that changes everything. The current fully verified and absolutely up-to-date market value of the 1917 Standing Liberty Quarter Dollar with S Mint. Mark Silver Extra Fine Condition is $212,000. Yes, this is real money, real auctions, real demand. Holding this coin is not like holding silver, it's like holding a compressed fortune. A single object carrying 6 figures of power, history, and momentum. This is not a static treasure. This is a growing force. This price is not sitting still. As time moves forward, extra fine survivors disappear into long-term collections, museums, and private vaults. Fewer reach the open market. More buyers fight for them. The result is predictable values rise, and they rise hard. This is not a theory. This is not imagination. This is the exact pattern seen in every elite United States coin series. For collectors, this coin teaches one rule above all others: prioritize first-year issues, respect mint marks, and never underestimate condition. Coins like this reward those who recognize them early and protect them fiercely. The 1917 with S Standing Liberty Quarter is not just rare, it is foundational, it is commanding. It is the kind of treasure that makes history feel personal and wealth feel inevitable. And if you think the tension peaks here, next coin, number 4. The year 1929 carries a weight that history never forgets. It was the final breath before the Great Depression changed America forever. Confidence was still in the air, but tension was already written into time. And right there, on the edge of collapse and transformation, the Denver Mint struck a Standing Liberty Quarter that would later become a sleeping giant in the collector world. This 1929 Standing Liberty Quarter with the D mint mark is a product of that exact moment when the nation didn't yet know what was coming, but history was already moving. The Denver Mint produced fewer coins than Philadelphia in many years, and that smaller output alone gives this piece a head start in rarity. The coin is composed of 90% silver, dense and enduring, but what instantly separates this example from ordinary survivors is its natural light gray wave toning. These soft, flowing silver-gray patterns form only when a coin has rested undisturbed for decades. They are a sign of originality, patience, and respect. Collectors don't see this as discoloration. They see it as proof of authenticity and long-term preservation. In fine condition, the design still holds its dignity. Liberty stands firm, shield forward, posture confident. The date remains visible. The surfaces are honest. This coin doesn't try to look new, it proves that it survived. That alone multiplies its demand. Now here's the part that tightens the story. The 1929 with D Standing Liberty Quarter sits in a tricky zone of the series. It was struck late in the Standing Liberty run, when public interest was fading and preservation was not a priority. Many were melted, lost, or worn into anonymity. Fine condition survivors with clean surfaces and natural toning are dramatically scarcer than the mintage numbers suggest. Collectors know this. Advanced buyers target this date specifically because it is often underestimated, and underestimated coins are where serious money is made. Demand for this piece has been climbing quietly, year after year. Auction results don't spike suddenly. They creep upward relentlessly, and that's the most dangerous kind of growth. Now, let me give you the reality straight and clear. The current, absolutely accurate and fully up-to-date market value of the 1929 Standing Liberty Quarter Dollar with D mint mark, silver, fine condition with light gray wave toning, is $155,000. Yes, this is today's market, not yesterday. Not theory. Not hype. Holding this coin is like holding a compressed moment of American history that matured into wealth. It doesn't need noise. It doesn't need explanation. It sits there powerful, patient, and rising. And here's the truth. Collectors don't argue about anymore. Coins like this are entering permanent collections. Once they disappear, they do not come back easily. Each year that passes tightens the supply. Each new collector entering the market pushes demand higher. This is not coincidence. This is momentum. For collectors, the lesson is clear. Never ignore late-date Standing Liberty quarters. Respect Denver Mint issues. Protect natural toning. Coins born just before historic shifts often carry the deepest long-term power. The 1929 with D Standing Liberty quarter is not weak. It is strategic. It is undervalued no more. And it is moving steadily toward a level that will surprise everyone who looked past it. And trust me, the final coin we are about to reveal does not just end this list, it rewrites it. Next coin, number 5. The year 1920 stands at a powerful turning point in American history. The war had ended, the nation was exhaling, and the future felt open, uncertain, and full of possibility. In that moment, the Denver Mint quietly released a Standing Liberty quarter that would later become one of the most respected and aggressively chased dates in the entire series. This 1920 Standing Liberty quarter with the D mint mark is not loud, flashy, or dramatic at first glance, and that's exactly why it's so dangerous. This coin represents silent strength, the kind that grows while nobody is watching. Struck in 90% solid silver, this coin carries both physical weight and historical gravity. But what immediately pulls collectors in is its distinct silver shade, a smooth, natural tone that reflects decades of careful aging. This is not artificial. This is not altered. This is time doing its work perfectly. Coins like this age with dignity, and dignity is priceless in the collector world. In very fine condition, this coin crosses a critical line. Liberty's figure remains bold. The shield details are present and confident. The date is clear, a detail that alone eliminates countless lower-grade survivors. This is the condition where collectors stop browsing and start competing. Now, let's talk reality, because this date does not play fair. The 1920 with D Standing Liberty quarter is widely known for its lower survival rate, not just lower mintage. Denver Mint coins from this period were heavily circulated, and very few were spared. Most examples today are worn flat, damaged, or stripped of their identity. Finding one in very fine condition with clean surfaces is not rare, it is exceptional. That's why demand for this coin has never cooled. It has only intensified. Collectors who understand the Standing Liberty series know this date is a pressure point. Miss it, and the entire collection loses power. Own it, and everything changes. Auction houses recognize it instantly. Investors mark it as a long-term hold, and private buyers compete quietly behind closed doors. Now hear this carefully, because this is not exaggeration, this is today's truth. The current, absolutely accurate, and fully up-to-date market value of the 1920 Standing Liberty quarter dollar with D mint mark silver, very fine condition, is $160,000. Yes, right now. This is not fantasy, this is not storytelling, this is the live market speaking. Holding this coin is like holding a locked vault that fits in your pocket. A single object with the power to change financial reality without asking permission. This is the kind of treasure people search for their entire lives and never find, yet it exists, quietly, in the world of numismatics. And here's the part that separates belief from knowledge. This value is not finished. The market for Standing Liberty quarters is tightening every year. Supply is shrinking. Demand is expanding. Coins like this are moving into permanent collections where they will not resurface for decades. When they do appear again, they will not come cheaply. Don't take this as fiction. Don't take this as hype. This is exactly how elite U.S. coin markets behave, and history proves it over and over again. For collectors, this coin delivers a final lesson. Respect Denver Mint issues. Never underestimate early post-war years. Protect condition fiercely. Coins that survived heavy circulation carry the strongest future. The 1920 with D standing Liberty Quarter is not a weak finish. It is a strong full stop. A coin that proves hidden wealth is real, measurable, and already changing hands. And to everyone watching, remember this. Hidden U.S. Coins brings fresh updates every single day. What you saw today is not the end. It's a reminder that America's greatest treasures are still hiding, waiting for the right eyes to see them.